Andrea, I think I have to start by thanking you for inviting us. We feel very privileged to be invited to your house in Turin here for coffee this morning, and it's been a really lovely morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming. I told you I'm not the kind of a man that has a big apartment, these kind of things. I always live in a normal small flat because I'm alone, you know.
But it's a lovely, cozy apartment filled with your passion, and that's very obvious the second you walk through the door.
Yeah. It is. When I come back in Turin, it's a bit my shelter here. No, I have my stuff. I have my thing. I know you can see from far that there is not a woman taking care of it, because I used to place the book and fit the stuff a bit randomly where I have a bit of space, but at least I know 90% where the stuff is if I have to find something, you know.
Well, what I've noticed this morning, Andrea, you invited us for coffee, and
this time no carbonara. No, the level is down. So I'm going down. Next time, a glass of water.
When you came to my house to make carbonara, which was a lovely evening, it was a fantastic evening, one of the highlights of the last few years for me. What was interesting was how much care you put into the carbonara. It takes me 10 minutes to make a carbonara, took you an hour and a half. It was the same with the coffee this morning. It was just making sure every last process was done properly. It had soul in it as well as flavor. It was lovely.
You always call me ruthless and things like that, but I think that
not always. We sometimes say nice things about you.
90% of the time, you know, let me say, the best way to respect someone is to make the things properly for him. No, maybe I prefer to show the respect that I have for people with facts than word. If I would invite you for a coffee and I just put a capsule in a machine, okay, it's good as well. People like that, but I feel like I say I want to spend some time of my life to do the things properly to really feel. And then if I take out the coffee with the spoon and I put in the mocha, you feel the love.
Yes, very much.
A capsule, but pushing a button, you think like the love.
Your mentality here is quite different from, if you like, the life you lead here is quite different, because it has to be, because I suppose when you're in Isles now, it's full on the whole time. You can come back home, you can read your books, you can make your model cars, you can go hiking in the mountains. It's just that time to recharge the batteries, I guess, back home.
I have to say, where I live in Germany now from 6 years is the first time after longer, having traveled a lot, stayed in many places, where I also feel home. Okay. Of course, when I come back in Turin, it's been a bit worse around in the last years, but is where I grow up, basically. Turin is the town that I love the most. I love the way it's been changed from the 90s. It's getting better and better. Is where I spent the most emotional moments of my life, I guess, for many reasons, personal as well. So it's where I'm where are my roots, let me say. I was born in Cuneo, but I feel more it's difficult to explain also in Italian, so you can imagine English, no? But it's where I feel myself coming from. No, it's Paul Young was saying, "Home is where you leave your hat on." Maybe my hat remains on the table here.
Very good. Do you know what I've noticed, Andrea, in particular? I've known you for a few years now, but over the last year or so, you're very much a man who appreciates and works on relationships. There are some people in senior positions in all sorts of industries, never mind just motorsport, who don't really care. They don't care how they treat people. They only care about the results. But it's just your way. It's your way. You have a tremendous relationship with your team, with your drivers, with the people that work for you. Is that something you've always cultivated? Is it something you've always thought's important?
Sometimes I'm a bit tough, and sometimes I can also use not bad words, but strong words with my people. But then when I'm with them and I try to explain, I say, I think that the most important thing that we have in life is time. If I spend my time also to fight with you, to shout with you and be upset with you, is because I think that you deserve my time. If I try to fight her, it's because I think you are good enough, and with you we can do good things. The day that I will stop care about you, let me say someone, is because I think you don't deserve my time, and so it's bad. So it's not that you say, yeah, okay, today he didn't speak with me, he didn't find me. No, because no more. And this is a bit the way I always work with my people. I always care my people. I always try to have the relationship that I don't like to be seen as I always say, no, we are a big family. No, we are a company that has to bring back results, but we are also human beings. And I'm also trying to be seen as someone who cares his people. I always say, I can treat them bad, but no one can permit himself to treat bad my people. So if I see my people under threat, I grow up and I raise my fur and my hair and say, hey, this is my people, don't dare to attack my people. I can, because it's my people.
Just explain, or try and explain then, why there's almost a juxtaposition in terms of your public persona, what we see when you're being interviewed. Sometimes you're very difficult, or you appear to be very difficult. And we use the word, as you said, ruthless and aggressive. And there are some very strong adjectives used to describe you. What do you feel when people say those things? Because it's only one side of you, and we see the other side of you. How do you feel when you see yourself described in that way?
People think that I want to be under the limelight. No, sometimes I just, when there is a big pressure on the team, things like that, I say, hey, let everyone care about me, treat me bad, attack me. That means that my people can work more easily.
So it's all part of the Adamo way again. It's about protecting your team in some ways.
You know, if there is any mistake in the team or we are not performing well, last year has been a tough moment, and this year I don't know, but there were moments where many journalists were attacking my team and saying, okay, it's me, attack me, I can manage it, and my people have to work nice and calm. I think that everyone in the service park is doing his job.
Yeah.
And as long as the things do not pass the personal respect, I can accept everything, because everyone has to do his job.
You can be very hard and still respect people. That's absolutely true.
I think that everyone, I always say in many interviews, at the end you are doing your job and I respect your job, and I never cut short any conversation as long as there is mutual respect, because I know you are doing your job, and
sometimes
I never do not.
Sometimes you just don't say anything.
But if the questions are stupid, I also think that it's not a matter to respect me, because I'm no one. I'm a Hyundai, no? So I think Hyundai has to be respected, and the time that I'm dedicated to stupid questions, I'm not dedicated to do a job for Hyundai or to answer to other people that is also working, no? So,
Andrea, once again, it's been a privilege really to be invited into your home today.
No,
and
it's not a privilege.
It is. It absolutely is, and you've invited us to meet some of your friends, particularly yesterday at the Macaluzzo Foundation. That was a tremendous thing.
I'm happy you have been there, because when I tried with it's Nicoletta that was organizing everything, but I told her maybe we can try to keep these men that they are traveling in this country busy a bit, and I permit myself to organize a bit these things. Then maybe I can also add in my CV that I can organize traveling, because in life, in motorsport, you never know tomorrow, no? So maybe I can give you a reference if I pretend to be also a travel organizer in the future.
I'd employ you. I'd employ you as a travel agent. Andrea Adamo, thank you very, very much for your time today. As always, an absolute joy. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you. Anyhow, if you want me to do a coffee sometimes, I can bring mocha at the rally,
I'll be there, thank you.